All right, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to December 1st. I want to introduce you to somebody, Miss Wendy, who is one of the readers on Soulful Revolution. Super awesome. And I just want to say hi to you. And we're going to do something fun today. Wendy and I are going to pull some cards for the energy going into the weekend. It is December 1st. So that does mean Mercury is entering Capricorn, right, Wendy? So we've got to anchor everything in like action steps, right? So tell everybody a little bit about yourself. I'm curious to hear more about your style, or to share your style with everybody.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty direct, no nonsense. I'm a Virgo sun. So I think that's kind of where that comes from. But I
Absolutely.
also have a Scorpio moon and Sag rising. So I'm pretty approachable. So it's not like I'm going to shut anybody down or anything. Um, but let's see. I picked up my first tarot deck when I was 16. So I've been reading tarot for about 30 years. But it's mostly been friends and family, that kind of thing, up until recently. So uh, this has been a lot of fun doing your class and working with complete strangers and doing readings for them has been a real adventure. It's been a lot of fun and a really great experience. So yeah, kind of how I see tarot is it reminds me, and this might sound silly, but it reminds me of that scene in the movie The Matrix when Neo, Keanu Reeves' character goes to see the Oracle, and and she tells him that, he's not the one, but he really is. Uh,
Yep.
and Lawrence Fishburne's character is like, that message is just for you, and that's how I kind of see tarot. It's like, no matter what comes through, it's what you need to hear in this moment with the energies that are being presented right now, whether that's to change your perspective or for you to be like, oh, I don't want that to happen. Let's change that. Or, yeah, I want to work towards that, or, whatever it is. So, I think for people who are skeptics and are like, oh, well, you made this prediction and it didn't come true. It's like,
Yeah,
well, you
right.
still have free will,
You still have
and
free
the
will.
energies can change. And based on maybe what you heard in that reading, that shifted things for you. And so now that prediction is no longer true because you
Oh, that's
changed it,
interesting. I like
Uh,
that. And one of the things I love the empowerment idea around tarot. Like people do kind of
yes.
think sometimes that it's set in stone, just like astrology. But I always think, and I do add this for myself, and I should maybe do this more. Well, maybe with individual readings, we do it more where, look, if you don't like this, one of the things we can do is say, hey, what, if anything, can I do if I don't like this? Like, what energy do I need to employ in order to move beyond this or learn this lesson and not have to go through this cycle again or something
Yes,
like that,
absolutely.
right?
Yeah. Or where should I shift my focus, or, things like that. Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Um,
Absolutely.
yeah. And I know, I, I really have become a big fan of the general read, because so many people, you want to come in with a specific question, but most of the time people have no idea what they want to ask. So I find that doing a general read is a great way to just kind of, it's like an icebreaker. And I just do a couple of cards for relationship, a couple of cards for career, and a couple of cards for spiritual path. And it just gives kind of an overview. And then we can start to do clarifications and really more of a deep dive. And that usually tends to
Love that.
spark questions that
Mm-hmm.
become more specific as the reading goes. So I would say for people who are just like, I just don't even know what to ask, it's like, don't be afraid to come in and just get a general reading. You'll
Right.
find your questions.
You'll
So,
find your vibe. And I love it that it shows up in conversation. I sometimes, I remember I haven't done personal readings in a long time. I did a few weeks ago, which was super fun. And, one of the things that a lot of times people ask in questions, or they want to get everything in that question. Like they want to throw the kitchen sink at you, right? And you're
right.
like, I like how you're doing that with, these are some general energies that are going on. And then we can follow it down, or we can say, ooh, that looks hard. Like, how can I work with that energy better? Or what do I need to know to overcome this? So I just feel like it's a great tool for working with the current energies. And so let's pull some cards around the current energies. What do you think?
All right. Sounds great.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna pull some cards. Like I said, we have Mercury moving into Capricorn right now, which is definitely about communicating from a place of grounded, like a structured kind of way of communicating. So it's not kind of all over the place with people. You might benefit today by employing that energy, that if you want to talk to somebody, have a plan, which is what we did just there, have a plan,
Right.
and kind of make inquiries or make things concrete for people with Capricorn energy, right? So I'm
That
going to pull a
makes
couple
complete
cards
sense.
from this Oracle deck, the Sacred Symbols deck. What do we need to know today? Oh, protection. All right. So as you go out into the world today, I think you're going to want to bring that obsidian in your pocket a little bit with you. Growth and good fortune. Beautiful. That's lovely energy. That's a nice balance of the Capricornian structure that I was talking about, and also being able to be open to things that are showing up as they come across your path. So go ahead, Wendy, pull some cards for today. What do people need to know right now?
I've got my Alice in Wonderland Oracle deck here.
I like that.
Let's see what. First,
Is that an Oracle deck you've used for a long time?
yeah, it's kind of been sticking with me for a while. So I have All in the Golden Afternoon.
Oh, that's cool.
And Uncertainty, Choose Who You Will Become. And Shine Bright Like a Candle. I love that. Okay, you will make it through this. We all need to hear that.
Shine bright like the candle. There you go.
All right.
You will make it through this. Yeah.
Yeah. So that first All in the Garden was about inspiration, creative spark, imagination, conception. Yeah. So I think that it's kind of like the other side of the coin to what you pulled.
Interesting. Yep.
Yeah.
Interesting. So I'm going to pull some tarot here and see if we can go. Wow. Okay. See if we can go a little bit deeper. So here's that sense of confusion, the Seven of Cups coming out in people's energy right now, not really sure what to do, not really sure what to choose. And interestingly enough, a lot of times, you've probably seen this, Wendy, when a lot of times when I talk about when the devil energy shows up, the strength card shows up not too far after that. And there's a lot of, this is the way to overcome confusion, is to really take a courageous stand, do something out of the ordinary or from your heart. Okay, the Queen of Cups here, do something from your heart. There's a little bit of healing necessary here, and some of you might need to go back to basics and really start again today, really get down to the, sort of nitty gritty of things. A lot of really nice healing energy when you do that, when you step into your own power and strength. Outcome, however, though, is the Tower. And yeah, so when I see that, I have to pull a couple cards after that. This is an enlightened, this is a moment of this is an aha moment. Okay. It's not like a destroying your life kind of tower. It's an aha moment.
Good.
An aha moment about what I deserve. This is Capricorn energy here, about what I deserve and what I want. And if the FedEx guy comes to the door, we'll just cut that part out. So there's something here coming through dreams. I'm getting this a lot in readings, and like with the star, that's like an evening star kind of thing. There's something here about learning something new as it relates to your own ability to be strong, or your ability to put in effort and time towards the things you want, and to get out of your own head so much. Like that Mercury energy, like you can really get in your own head about things. And I'm just feeling like some guidance that's coming through here to me is like, it's time to do the dirty work a little bit. It's time to like get your hands dirty. If you really want to do some healing work on yourself, it's time maybe to get in deeper in therapy, or start looking at things that are, kind of going bump in the night, that are kind of scaring you, that show up in the middle of the night. And I feel like it's really interesting that the 7 of Cups is coming out as how we're showing up, which is like, you got a lot of choices, but it seems a little bit confusing. So you might have to step into courage. You might have to do that. I feel like this Tower might be sort of hovering over the reading. Like it's not really the healing and the confusion and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to clarify that a little bit. And then I'm going to ask you to pull some cards too. Your message might be totally different than this, but let's see. Why is the Tower here? 7 of Wands, resistance. 6 of Wands, ego. Okay. Knight of Cups. Some of you are, I've been seeing this. Okay. So Fool. So there's a brand new path coming in. I feel like I have been talking about this all week. I don't know. I have been feeling that there are romantic relationships, twin flame relationships, that seem dead right now, coming back to life all of a sudden. All of a sudden. And I do think it's happening before we get to the Mercury retrograde, December 12th.
Okay.
So that's what I'm kind of.
I think that's preferable, isn't it?
Yes.
The Mercury retrograde. Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
So some of you might be trying to move on from a twin flame, or moving on from like a feeling that you were going to have this relationship and then it doesn't seem to be happening. But I think it is happening. It's just going to be super sudden.
That makes sense with the Tower for sure. Yes.
Ta-da.
Yeah. Like here it is. Yeah. Okay. So let's see what I get with that. Energy's coming through. Actions need to be taken. Yeah, I've got the Death card underneath and Judgment underneath and 3 of Wands. Ooh, and I got the Fool too. Let's see. Got the Chariot, 6 of Cups, 4 of Wands, King of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, and the Empress. So I like that.
That's beautiful.
Okay. So yeah, I see, the transformation. Yeah, I'm seeing some of that past life energy coming through, and, looking towards the future, taking that, that new adventure, that new step with the Fool here. Definitely have that Chariot energy coming through. I have the King of Cups and 9 of Pentacles here. I think that's so I'm wondering if that kind of is speaking towards that relationship, the twin flame coming through with the love and stability, with that Capricorn. Definitely. And see, 6 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles. So doing a lot of hard work and coming through, something coming to the end of that cycle, right?
Yes, definitely.
As having the support of, your friends and family around you. And then, I mean, my goodness, I have to agree 100% that some of these twin flames are coming through, because I've got the 4 of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Empress. I mean, so you've got the marriage card and this, great passion, and then the mother with the Empress, and just,
I love that Empress at the end there. That's Venus.
Yeah, that's
I love
beautiful.
that.
So yeah, I'm surprised it fell more in line, I think, with yours than I thought it was.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's something about that full moon that we just had, that we just came through, that 4 degrees Gemini. I was just talking to the astrology group, and 4 degrees Gemini is a critical degree. It's like and it's sitting right there saying, hey, what are you communicating? What are you releasing? How are you communicating that you're kind of stopping yourself from the thing you want to create in life? And I just felt like it was a little bit of a wake-up call, that tower moment, a little bit of a wake-up call to like, hey, if you want to get together with your twin flame, you might need to reach out. Like, it can't just be
Right.
this kind of, and I think a
Right.
lot of twin flames are finding the 5D, the dream communication is really loud right now. I don't know. Some of you guys watching I'd be interested to hear your comments about that. But I am definitely feeling that there's a lot of communication coming through dream time, dream space. And
Mhm.
to kind of not discount that, like, I know some people are like, well, where's the 3D union? Like, when's that happening? But with Mercury and Capricorn, again, back to the very beginning of what we said, it's like time to anchor this communication in the 3D. And,
Right.
this is great to have this 5D conversation, but like, I feel like some people are doubting it. I feel like they're thinking and they're dreaming and they're doing all this stuff, but they're not seeing anything show up in their 3D life. And I feel like it takes a while because the density of 3D obviously is super heavy compared to
Yeah.
5D. So that makes
Yeah.
sense to me. And I just want to say thank you, Wendy, for today. Just wanted
Thank you.
to share you with everybody. And I also want to say that if you are looking for those readings that I did with the astrology of December, we are going to put that link in the description box. And, just wanted to introduce you to Wendy today. And I hope everybody has a great day. And you too, Wendy. Thanks for being here
Thank
today.
you. Thank you. It's been great.
All right. See you guys later. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.